It is 12:24 in the morning. Context. Auditions for a show called Pippin were just dropped, right? And so I'm like, if I'm an audition, let me just, look into it. Look into it, see what I'm auditioning for, right? I'm watching the play. I pull up the play. I pull up the script, reading the script while I'm watching the play, right? This entire play has had me locked in for the past 2 hours. Now listen, the show is about a main character named Pippin who is searching for fulfillment in life. He's searching for something that will make him whole. He's searching for what in life will make him feel fulfilled, right? So peep game. The entire show, the leading player / narrator is basically, right, talking to Pippin. The leading player interacts with different characters throughout the play. But the common thing is that the leading player and Pippin have a relationship to where the leading player is saying, listen, Pippin, there is more to life, and you will find it. You just started. Try new things. You're young. Try new things, right? And so, eventually, Pippin goes to war. Pippin comes back from war. Pippin sleeps around a little bit. When he gets back from war, he sees this newspaper of his father and how his father is murdering people for forcing them to be Christians. And Pippin's like, forcing people? Really? That's not cool. Like, that's not okay. We have to have someone who's just, someone like me. And so, right, Pippin murders his father. But Pippin's father isn't dead, but he murdered his father in order to take his role as king, right? And so eventually, Pippin gets into this responsibility of being king, and he's like, nah, I don't want this. I don't want this, right? And so eventually he gives the role of king back to his father, and he eventually meets this widow who's interested in him, but initially he isn't interested in her because he's so like burnt out, feeling depressed from not finding what he's looking for in the experiences that he's gone through in his life. And so eventually he moves onto the land of which this widow lives and her son. And he eventually falls in love with the woman. And he sings a song about being normal and living a normal life and doing the same thing every day, taking care of basic responsibilities in a household, correct? Right? And so eventually he falls in love with her. And he's like, nah, there has to be more. There has to be more than this. I know that there's more than this, right? And so lock in. Pippin leaves it behind in search for something more. And eventually he gets back to the leading player, and we come to this scene where the leading player and the actors that the leading player is around, and basically the whole scene is like, this is the climax. You're the climax. This is what it is, right? You're gonna jump into a fire. I don't know if it's clocked for y'all yet, but listen. The leading player says this is the climax. This is what you're looking for. You're going to jump into this fire. Dog, listen, bro. It's not Bro. Listen, right? The leading player has been enticing Pippin to search and experience and search for more. Search for the fulfillment that he's looking for. And he trusted in this leading player to the point where he left everything he had behind in search for more. And that led him to the climax of jumping into a fire. Dog. This entire play, I'm watching the play, I'm like, no way. Listen. The leading player is Satan. Initially, when I think about it, I'm like, bro, did I just jump to a conclusion? So nah, right? I look it up. Pretty much what Google is saying. Yes, it is often depicted as a satanic figure. The leading player isn't exactly Satan. It's not exactly Satan, but it embodies temptation, and it acts as the narrator, manipulating the events of Pippin's life in an attempt to create a grand sacrificial ending for the show. This entire show is so Christian coded. It's blowing my mind. I have to be in this show. Genuinely. Oh my goodness. I have to be in this show. I want to audition for Pippin, either Pippin or the leading player. I have to be one of these people. I'm genuinely begging. This is the best play that I've ever seen in my life. This is the best play I've ever read in my life. This is theater. This is acting. This is my passion. I have to be in this play. I have to be in this play. Oh my goodness, I'm going to make my audition. I have to make my audition.